Доброго дня, чи вже вечора навіть. Ось мирного неба. Слава Україні. Проводимо гру. Тобто проводимо пряму трансляцію ігри Banishers. Підписуйтесь, будь ласка, на канал. Ставте вподобайки, якщо сподобалось відео. Пишіть коментарі. Ось дуже хотілося б підписників мати. Ну, канал тільки розвивається. Канал якби новий. Ну, він то створений давно, але прямі трансляції буквально більше 2 тижнів почалися проводитись. Ось таке. Ну що, продовжуємо грати. Так, що тут? А, мельницю мені треба тут.
Take care. The place is warded.
Вже десь тут є оберіг. Це син того губернатора десь тут має бути типу. Де ж ти оберіг?
Sorry, not this time.
Що не його поставив ті оберіги? Блін. Їх треба знайти, бо не зайду. А ось що це у нас? А, це то. А, от є один.
I'm back.
At long last.
То він один тільки був. Чи ще зараз, блядь? Що? А, це типу прохід.
To make you angry.
Тут що буде? А тут що? Тут я був. А, це типу, я помню, убежище. Там буде, де я вже забувся. Пішов гляну. А розвиття що? Я не знаю, що робити з остатками цими. Я в шоці. Куда їх тулити? Вже їх нічого не мені, що я. От як їх? Примінити оці остальні, що в мене є. Короче, непонятно таке щось. Більше нічого немає. Підключитися. Бачите, якщо хтось зайде дописати. Так.
Oh, there.
Сонце світить з вікна і погано якраз напроти вікна. Що вниз є? А, тут підйомник. Тут що у нас? Сундук. Ой, вибачте, заїхав. Блін, ну так світить, що капець. Коли ті жалюзі поставлю.
Guess we're not going that way.
There should be a way up here.
Що, він випускає щось? Що таке? Наверх. Це бляха. Зараз хвилиночку. Ай. Ай. Мішається. Так, зараз. Це все. Все досить. Це досить. Блін. Все, зараз. Все. Продовжуємо. Так.
What hides here in the dark? Come out, come out.
Якісь малюнки.
Deja vu.
He tried his hand at several translations.
This relay lad seems dangerous.
His apprentice seems to be following him down the same path.
So, what are you hiding in here, evil spawn?
Glancing at the original writing, Lami's work was poor. No wonder the ritual he spawned for Caleb from those botched words of power went wrong. More ghost wards. Someone was being extra careful.
He doesn't speak well of his dad.
He thought he... he was better. That's not a particularly difficult task, in fairness.
We need to get to the top floor. Bet we'll find something. You aim for the heart. I'll destroy the roots.
Over here. Look,
Блін. Як я не люблю ці плющі, це просто вам не передати. Мене так харять ці плющі, що це ужас. Амулет. Цей походу. Так. Так. Так, тут. Тут. Все вроде, да? Снова.
No, I don't much fancy my own garden.
trust me, you don't want a garden. Why did he feel like he needed so much protection? More magic mockery. He wished to disguise his presence, or perhaps to distract from it.
It's just a lift. Why is this mechanism so complex? That book. Again.
The Agrippa. That's not good. Not good at all.
What level of not good are we talking about exactly?
This book promises eternal life, but the promise is a trap. Let's hope it hasn't been used.
Should be useful.
Зараз нам на низ треба. Все. Низ. Підняться наверх. Чи то із вниз спуститься наверх. А, тут ставити можна не сюди.
The lift should work now. All this is more serious than we thought. I'm apprehensive. Not just because we're going underground.
We'll be careful. We don't know what Lamy was up to, and the signs are not encouraging.
Де він сам, блядь, той день, сука. Ну і що далі? Пиздец. Що це все? А, тут ще цю.
You know, I could get to like it underground. The darkness, the gloom, the cool air.
Really?
No, not really. Not at all.
Бля, тільки не цей не плющ. Бля. Это пиздец. Як я не можу. Як? Де він?
Hellspawn. Another sorrow used as a guardian.
О, ця хуйня. Що це? Де воно? Це єдине? А ще де? Де ще, блядь? Ух ти, чмо, блядь. А це жопа, блядь, я не знаю, де ще. Пиздец, блядь. Десь тут може, блядь, чи де вони? О, сука. Вони заховалися, блядь. А це ж ще якісь механізми.
Farewell, weed.
Блять, цей туман. А, це ж ця хуйня. Все, сука. Це хуйня там. Треба йти, блять. Воно, блять. А ти підміть, сука.
You'll be free soon enough, you bastard. Wee Highland kiss for you.
It's coming for you. That was the last of them.
всі мене, сука, залежить, пиздец шахтають. Іди нахуй. Що, парили? Кажи, де я був. Ще десь є, чи нема? Ще, наверное, десь є, блядь.
Heads up!
Що воно? Що я всі ці, значить, то що тут треба, блядь? Схуєть, блядь. Що тут робити, я не понял. Пиздец, блядь. Це, блядь. Більш нема ж, блядь. Це, блядь.
Careful!
Більш нема. Що воно, блядь? Пиздец, блядь. Я в шоці. Це нічого не буде.
Not gonna ask for help?
Просто його
Well, this is
пиздити.
over. I might retire.
You'd miss
Ay,
it. You know
fuck.
you would. Red, come look.
Та не хочу я сюди. Де, який мертвий живот? Це що?
Dead animals, again. Different symbols and magic. Seems they were used as bait. Is this how we got through the Sorrow's vigilance?
Ой, дідьмо, блядь, в розрив заходити. Бля, як я це не люблю. Тоже ці розриви, мене зараз потім викине, блядь, десь хер знаде.
Easy as pie.
Ah, but you can't cook.
Блядь, зараз в той розрив заходити, коротше. Будь ласка, підписуйтесь на мій канал. Хто переглядає відео. Пишіть коментарі, що подобається, що не так. Так, зараз в розрив цей заходить.
So, here we are.
Зараз потім
I
там
suppose now
викине десь
we step
на
into
карті.
the void.
От в тому кінці.
Suppose we do.
Так. Виходимо в пустоту.
Dark rituals, void breach, general weirdness. Let me can't be far.
Фу. Що він в розриві десь лазить?
Red, I can't manifest anymore.
А чого воно не може? Що тут теж він поставив? От урод. Блін. Це капець. Я без антеї, як без ног.
I am warded. I
Ти
cannot.
можеш. Сука. Де ж вони? Вже, ой, вже нормально.
It's
Знову,
awfully
блядь.
calm. Why is it awfully calm?
Що у нас тут ніфіга? Щось довго, бляха, нема противників.
Demonologists really like pushing the limits of their knowledge without considering other lives.
That just makes them human. Spectres. They haven't noticed us. Stay low.
Що це таке?
Away with you! Have a bit of this.
An Ariadne's thread leading through the void. Very useful indeed.
Very useful right until it falls apart. Then you're stuffed like force meat in a turkey.
An Ariadne's thread leading through the void. Very useful indeed.
Very useful right until it falls apart. Then you're stuffed like force meat in a turkey.
Нахуй тоді сюди вилазити можна. Чи, блядь. Як тут тупік, нахуй. Якийсь бред, ну, чесне слово. Бред настоящий. Нафіг туди заходити, якщо там тупік. Ще туди робити вход. Це що, блядь? Це я звідси виліз чи ні? Подожди, я вже, блядь, запутав, да. Не люблю ці розриви.
Creepy hideout. The governor's spawn likes a bit of drama.
This is some dark, sideways magic.
It's forbidden. I've read it.
Sometimes I worry about you. What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It may be native to the void.
Maybe I should search some more.
Куда далі?
This one's different. Looks like it died diseased.
Опа, опача, попався.
So, you can see me. Aren't you full of surprises, young Master Haskell?
You may talk. A Banisher ghost. Amazing. How on God's earth did you find me? Never mind that. Thank the Lord you did. Thought I was going to grow old in here.
As hiding places go, the void is quite the choice.
Yes, an amazing place. Or plane? World? The Araloo is not easily described, but it makes a fascinating study. Tell me, how did you get past the Guardian beneath the mill? Did you use a decoy?
We fought it. Don't change the subject.
You fought it? Of course you did. A good thing too. I was starting to think it was wise to me tricks. Oh, but I have so many questions.
This isn't a social call, kid. And we're the ones with the questions.
Oh. Oh. Of course.
We must talk of Caleb Watson. Why in the hell would you give him a resurrection ritual?
Ruth's death hit poor Caleb hard. He was alone, and so I would often stop by his workshop. We talked. He took a keen interest in my studies and was a good listener. When he learned that she could possibly return, he had one question. How?
You saw his grief as an opportunity to test the effects of the lesser palingenesis.
Oh. You know the ritual too? Amazing, isn't it?
I've studied it. The actual ritual. Not the mangled version you gave Caleb.
Yes, and I'm sorry. I found it in a copy of De Occulte Philosophia by Cornelius Agrippa von Nettersheim. A remarkable book.
I've met my fair share of illustrious occultists, and none owned an authentic Agrippa. Much is lost in translation or altered in the printing. I doubt your copy is an exception.
Of course. The power is in the words, and mine were wrong, so the power went awry. How very fascinating.
Are you aware of what would happen if people learnt of your studies?
Surely the acquisition of knowledge cannot be a sin.
Will you still say that when Pennington accuses you of witchcraft? You must remember Deborah.
Miss Comenius. Yes, of course, I remember.
Your father tasked us with an investigation. One way or the other we must return with the mystery solved.
Ah. I think I understand what you're saying. I might be in a tiny little bit of, danger.
From the looks of this place, you're knee-deep in research. What are you doing here exactly?
Searching for the origin of the Harrow's plague, of course. And I have a theory on the subject.
Of course you do. Go on then.
Now, at first, I believed the water poisoned, but my father sealed the well, and yet folk remained sick. They looked for witchcraft, a foolish, uneducated suspicion, yes, but with some truth concealed behind it. You see, the Araloo taints New Eden. Its influence leaches into the Harrows. The evidence is everywhere.
Can you prove that? Where's your evidence?
In New Eden, the threshold between our plane and this is thin. Even I, a novice, may reach the frontier and then go beyond. I also believe it happened before. Some years ago, New Eden was hit by another epidemic.
Yes, we learned of it in Fort Jericho.
I believe that first epidemic was caused by the porosity of the frontier between New Eden and the Araloo. Although, where theirs was an affliction of burning flesh, ours is a corruption of mind and spirit. And I believe I have found its source. There is a substance, a strange ooze. You may have noticed it. This, I believe, is the true source of the Harrow's poison. It carries a particular stink, on the scent of which I experience first confusion, then a loss of control over my limbs.
What do you expect to find at the source of the ooze?
To find a cure. The ooze seeps into our world, sickening us. I may be able to stop it. Unfortunately, I cannot reach the source. The Araloo is a formidable place. Tricky. A maze constantly evolving, changing, reshaping itself. The isthmus, for example. I found an oozing crack in the ground. The terrain then remade itself, and I can get to it no longer.
Perhaps we might be able to find a way through and take a look at that source.
Would you? That would be splendid. Would you mind taking notes?
You see ghosts. You stroll the void as if it were your garden. You possess and share forbidden rituals. Who are you really?
I'm Lammy Haskell, and I am a man of many sciences. I am in fact a true pursuer.
That raises more questions than it answers.
What are the pillars of the universe? Which principles underpin existence? As occultists, do we change the world or scratch upon its surface? Each discipline I embrace peels back a new layer of reality. I'm yet at the beginning, and see where I already stand. Amazing, no?
Are you a demonologist like your father?
More or less. Less, more so. My father sees occultism through the eyeglass of his faith, but I know better. So, more so?
If you don't share your father's faith, what do you believe?
I believe in the afterlife. The proof is about us. And if the void embodies eternal despair, there must too be a place of hope. But where, I ask myself, where?
Your father is convinced a witch poisoned his well. Caleb Watson was cursed by a ritual you gave him. I'd focus if I were you.
We must counter the devil with knowledge of his tricks. That, my father always said, is the purest of God's work.
Aye, I can imagine your father saying that.
When I was 10, he gave me my initiation. Demonology, sir, as he would say. He saw me as his heir. Then, of a sudden, the books were forbidden. So I stole them. The very same books he'd forced upon me as a boy. I understand them where he does not. I did no wrong, apart from a little theft.
You've studied demonology. Did you do it alone?
When my father forbade me to continue, I confess I disobeyed him in secret. Those big books were very boring until they were forbidden. Suddenly I could not get enough of their secret knowledge. Funny, eh? More recently, a good friend of my father showed me that I had only been scratching at the surface.
Who was your father's friend?
An itinerant Frenchman who often visited New Eden in recent years. He called himself a true pursuer. As a thinker, he was prolific and profound. My father was so proud to be included in his discourse. For him, knowledge is the ladder to greatness, and greatness is the prize. To me, knowledge is itself the prize.
Let's go take a closer look at that ooze then.
And with that sorrow gone, I can leave. Do be careful. My home is your home. If you need anything, help yourself.
The Araloo is not your home, Lammy. But thank you.
Pardon my morbid enthusiasm, Mistress Duarte, but could I ask you a few questions?
What do you wish to know?
Do you still need to eat? Do you feel hunger? Sorry, it's just, you're the first ghost I've met, in person, as it were.
I don't eat. Not in the way you do. I feel hunger. Again, not in the way you do.
Fascinating. And can you touch things, smell them? Are colours the same as you remember them?
My senses are different. It's difficult to describe how. I can see, sometimes touch.
Antea, we should get going. So, the pious governor's unassuming son is our evil Harrow's witch.
The more powerful the loose cannon, the more dangerous it is. I don't know that I buy Lammy's hair of the dog theory, but I feel strange, and I suspect the ooze.
Only one way to find out. Oh, God. I need a wee bit of help here. Well, that was not pleasant. Not pleasant at all.
Wards, you're on your own. Sorry, not this time. I can't help you. Ward, think you can fend for yourself? I can't worry. I'm with you once more.
Reinforcements! oozes through the breach, suppurates like a festering wound.
How delightful.
Let's see what lies on the other side. Where are we now?
Underground, looks like.
Wonderful.
The ooze affects the incarnate too. Who goes there?
Is that a ghost?
I don't know. But I don't think we're alone. What might you be then?
What was...
Oh, shite.
Did you just say shite? You? Bigger than I thought it'd be.
Is that a house from the Harrows?
We may be below the well.
No wonder they all got sick.
The cries of the innocent have reached
Something's here.
Hidden. Look up. The ooze, oozed through the very stone.
This house belonged to a certain Antipas and Clemency Gibbs. And of all of them, just this one house fell down.
Maybe it was personal.
Was the Gibbs' house targeted by the ooze?
Obviously. Look around you.
Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs, have you read my paper?
I read it, aye. And then I washed my hands and prayed for grace. You claim to prove that there is no curse. Well,
A witch would say that, wouldn't she?
Wherever people gather to live, disease takes hold, and I believe... What are you doing?
your evil lies shall be destroyed. We know who you are, and you shall be judged. Witch!
That was Deborah. She built a case for her rationality, and they tore it apart.
Away with you!
It's coming for you!
Piss off!
The Gibbs' land was barren. They were struggling for money.
Mrs. Gibbs, I presume.
another shadow.
What do they want? Red, something is keeping me from manifesting.
In here? Ah, shite.
I can't worry. I am warded. I cannot. I can manifest now. Sorry, not this time. I don't think so. Better.
You're welcome.
Now let's inspect the body.
Expected no less from Mrs. Gibbs.
Think you could take on a ghost? have stayed dead.
Clemency Gibbs blamed the epidemic on a witch. Come from New Eden time with the governor.
That's not what Deborah was saying.
The Gibbs were not at home to rational explanations.
This one is incomplete.
The greedy shall fall, and their certitudes be smoked when the final judgment comes.
See anything?
Either the water table is full of ooze, or there's another source.
Let's search upstream.
You're wasting your time on this one.
Have a bit of this.
Over there.
Elusive little buggers.
Don't step in that. I mean it.
Find a way around then. I feel like I'm bloody target practice.
You need to see this. Something has me. Wards.
And you will not be judged. Forgive, and you will be forgiven.
I can't help you.
Are those echoes we're hearing, or the shadows speaking?
They always appear near the ooze.
So do the whispers.
But which came first? I can't help you.
The innocent, guilty, the guilty, innocent.
Beware. Wards. The whispers say the same things over and over.
What kind of entity would be so obsessed?
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank.
To deliver you from the way of evil, your captives are unleashed upon you.
Watch out!
There's more of them.
Possession incoming.
This looks perfectly drinkable.
Famous last words.
Why hasn't the poison spread to the groundwater?
Perhaps it shifts and shapes, like the void. Well, at the very least, it shifts. Looks like the ooze comes from a distinct source. I know. This whole country is rotten to the core.
And you're just now reaching this conclusion?
If I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you.
Perhaps if you gave me the space to have one, then we'd both be better off. Someone came through here, someone real, not just a shadow. Whoever it was, looks like the ooze got him. What do you think, Antea?
You wanted the space to have your own opinion. I'm giving it to you.
This must be Antipas Gibbs. Hell of a fall to live through. Now join in any time, Antea.
What do you think I'm doing?
This is God's land. How could we let a witch come to our community? Instructing our children, no less.
'Tis no surprise. New Eden brims over with backsliders. The governor, chief amongst them.
Aye, many had to sicken and die for him to act. But the deed is not yet done.
We must fight the Lord's good fight and cast the devil out for good. Many want to try the witch, aye, and many want to see her dead.
They never learn, do they?
Great! More fun.
Did we miss a few?
Those things came from the ooze. They're like those oriental shapeshifters we fought in Bremen.
Or Bacche liquefy. This is something else. The ooze reacted to our presence.
The judge condemned the innocent. The judge is guilty.
The Gibbs were so angry. Pure entitled bigotry.
Maybe they were affected by the ooze. I mean, we've been snapping at each other since we got here. Something's toying with us.
I think they made the ooze. I don't think the ooze made them.
There's more to be searched here. This is it. This is the source. How do we get to it?
You have turned your back from love, looked away when most needed. Guilty.
If you need a rest, this place is as good as any. Something tells me this is the condemned well. Do you think you could get that bucket down? We can't leave yet.
Whatever you have sown, you shall reap. Alone, forlorn, misunderstood, alone you shall remain.
A ghost left a fragment of their past here. A vivid memory from the dead is somewhere near.
The devil still breathes through her mouth. We are cursed, and you are stolen.
Clemency, Antipas, please. The woman has been jailed. As per custom, she will face trial and justice will be brought to this community.
coming from a magic user himself. But can you or your demonologist discernment really be trusted?
How dare you insinuate such blasphemy? I'm a man of faith.
Then do what God commands of you. Governor, we ask for safety. If we do not get it, there will be consequences.
The governor used Urim and Thummim, and that made his flock suspicious.
Divination stones. He must have thrown them down the well when he sealed it. Why now?
He's afraid. The Earth took the Gibbs house. Perhaps he thought he was a target too. The Gibbs had a hand in rigging the witch trial, but he was the one who sealed it.
That echo proves that things were getting out of hand. For his son's safety and his own, Haskell must have feared the suspicious man.
None supported.
Все, дякую за перегляди. Буду закінчувати трансляцію. Вчора, бачите, не вийшов. Мав вночі в 11-12 годин ночі. Вчора мав вийти, не вийшов. Ось. Так що сьогодні вже точно вийду. Ось 11 або 12 годині ночі. Ну, а зараз закінчую. Всім дякую, мирного неба. І всім щасти. Дякую, хто переглядав, хто перегляне відео. Ось, всім дякую, підписуйтесь, будь ласка, на канал. Всім всього доброго.